Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So really quickly before I even get into the video, if you haven't already, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That's right, give it a like, give it a like. Come on now, you know you want to, Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell because it'll let you know, hopefully, when I go live. Now, if you are not getting notifications, follow me over on Instagram and I'll try, or this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start letting people know when I go live on Instagram so that way they'll know to come here. Okay, so that's what we're going to start doing. Hey, Leonard. Hey, Seth. Hey, Byron. So I had a subscriber, Mad Feathers. Shout out to Mad Feathers. What's up, girl? I see you. So she had commented and asked what my opinion on the decriminalization of drugs in the United States. And so I said, as you guys know, if you have a request for a video, the minute you tell me that you want to hear about something, I got you. I will put it up because I'm here for you guys. I'm here to help support you. I'm here to help encourage you, and we're working together. So anytime somebody asks me to make a video, I try to get on it right away. So what I was thinking we could do, since this video is more of an opinion-based video and a topic, where we discuss back and forth, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a live stream about it. So before we can talk about decriminalization, first we need to know the definition. So put your thinking caps on, y'all. Here we go. Decriminalization is a noun, and it is the action or process of ceasing to treat something as illegal or as a criminal offense. Let me read that again. The action or process of ceasing to treat something as illegal or as a criminal offense. Example, voters approved decriminalization of the drug. Okay. All right. So, what is my opinion on decriminalization? Well, I think I kind of, let me think. Let me think about this one before I go putting my foot in my mouth. Let me let everybody know I'm live here on Instagram. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me just do this YouTuber shit real fast. Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. So I'm live streaming over on my YouTube channel, Real Talk Recovery, and we are talking about the decriminalization of drugs in the United States. So if you want to hear what I think about that shit, come on over to Real Talk Recovery on YouTube. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. uh, It's what needs to happen in prohibition today. Hey, I'm just saying though. You get me in my feelings with some of your comments. But I try to let everybody have their different opinions, so I respect yours. So, okay. This is what I think, okay? I know for me, and the only thing I can do, you guys, is I can share from my own personal experience, all right? I know for me, I went to prison behind some petty bullshit. I went to prison behind a tiny itsy bitsy drug charge. I went to prison over a possession charge. Okay? I literally had a syringe with 0.5 units of methamphetamine in it. And I went to prison over that. Okay? And so here is my opinion on that. There's so many people that get locked up behind drug charges, and I feel like if there wasn't such a strict law against these drugs, or at least if it wasn't a crime to, be in possession of something like that, then we wouldn't have the problem that we have in the jails and the prisons today. A lot of people are struggling with the disease of addiction. All right? And that's what a lot of people go to prison behind, is addiction. Now, I do think that, Okay, so I think that if you're pushing weight and you're dealing drugs, right? I think that that is a punishable offense. I think that if you're dealing mass quantities of heroin or crack or cocaine, then you need to be punished for your crime, right? Because by putting those drugs on the streets, that's encouraging people or getting those drugs to those people that are already struggling with addiction. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that, like with opiate addiction, a lot of the way people are helped through treatment with opiates is through maintenance medications like methadone and Suboxone. And I think that, for people that are hooked on opiates, if they would treat it more like a sickness instead of a moral failing or a lack in values, that a lot of people would be a lot better off. I feel like there's so much judgment when it comes to addiction. Um, that if you're an addict, it's like you basically don't even have a chance. There should be stores that will sell you anything if you complete a test or take a class about whatever you're trying to buy. People might make more educated decisions about their drug use. That's a good point. Hey, HRB Dizzle. I don't know. I've never had any of my dealers put up a sign. You went looking and found them. Honey, I don't know who your drug dealer was, but mine would text me when he re-upped. He was like, "Girl, I got that good. You coming by today?" Because I was a paycheck, I was literally paying his rent for a long time till I started getting to be homeless and shit. That's when, and that's a lot of the times, like whenever I was getting high, you guys, I was a lucrative business deal for a lot of dealers, right? But then what would happen is I would lose my job. I would be out there on them streets, and then I would be banging on their door, begging them to front me. And that's the most, that's the worst feeling in the whole wide world, you guys, is whenever you're like destitute and you're sick and you don't have any money and you just need somebody to help you out. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to have to feel like that again. And I don't ever have to because today I'm sober. So the user is just as bad as the dealer, and I think they're both responsible for their own behaviors. But I think as a person with addiction, okay, so we have to look at it like this, or at least this is how I look at it. The addiction is a mental disorder, okay? It really is, you guys. It's a sickness of your mind, all right? And it's a mental obsession. And so a lot of these people who are on drugs, when they're catching these crimes like maybe they shoplifting to go get more dope, it's because they're ruled by that addiction. The addiction is what's pulling them to do those things that they normally wouldn't do, you know? Um, hey girl, only able to stay for a few minutes, but awesome that we connected. I'm beyond excited. Hey girl, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I saw your comment on my last video, and I went over and watched your husband's speech that he did in front. I think it was in front of a school or something. And that is what I support. I support people who are trying to better their lives and who are trying to influence other people to better their lives, because we have a platform here on YouTube, and what you do with your platform, it really does matter. Are you going to influence people to get high and be junkies or gangbangers or commit crimes, or are you going to influence people to change their lives and be better and to help others? Because what the problem with the United States of America is, so many people are so selfish, and all we think about is ourself. You know what I mean? And so just think, if we could all think about the next person just a little bit, how much better the world would be. So, I'm not like a rule maker or a person who knows how to make laws, but I do think that maybe if drugs were maybe the stipulations, instead of straight up decriminalizing it, maybe if the stipulations were maybe taken down a few notches, maybe that would help. Maybe if somebody, like, let's talk about first time offenders. Let's say, like I was, okay, a first time offender, possession charge, all right, simple possession. Y'all, I didn't have shit. I literally had this much dope on me. Um, if if for first time offenders who are not repeat offenders, who are not dealing, okay, could maybe go through a program of rehabilitation. All right, and I'm not talking about drug court, because I feel like drug court is a little bit, I feel like there's some flaws in the drug court system. I feel like there could be a better system to help people that are, living their lives in addiction, okay? Because that's what we're trying to help people not do. We're trying to help people who are out there on the street, who are still getting high, who are still living in that mentality and stuck in their diseased brain. We want to help those people to turn their lives around and to learn how to cope with life without using drugs. Therefore, if we can teach those people new coping skills, how to be better, if we can help them find jobs, if we can help them, and I'm not talking to like poverty level jobs. This is why so many people like me struggle, because I'm not rich, I'm not downright poor, I'm right in the middle where I can't get help, but I still need help. Do you feel me? Hey Braden, what's up? I'm doing good. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Hey Bella. We need a system for people like us who who are working hard to better our lives. Okay, I have a job. My husband has a job. I'm a felon. Okay, I worked my ass off to find a job, because guess what? Everywhere I go, they run my background. And every time they run my background, guess what happens? They don't hire me. And it's like, damn, man, that charge was from over 10 years ago, and it still holds me back from amazing opportunities. Now, um, I have prayed and prayed and prayed, you guys, for something to happen that would help me to improve my life, and that would also give me an opportunity to work with other addicts and alcoholics to help them better their lives. And I was really getting discouraged because I never thought it was going to happen for me. I never thought I was going to be able to better my life and help other people benefit theirs. But I will tell you guys this, and I don't mean to get emotional, but I'm telling you, if you stick and stay and you keep doing what you're supposed to do, even if you think nobody's watching, even if you think nobody sees and you feel like you're doing it all by yourself, I am here to tell you that it will happen for you, because it is happening for me. And it is only because I stayed sober, I'm staying consistent, I'm doing the right thing, and I'm not selfish. I'm not putting me before everything. I try to put other people's needs before my own, and I'm telling you, that's changed my life forever. It's changed my life forever. And because of that, you guys, opportunities uh, are rising up for me. The opportunities that I never thought I would be able to have, because I'm a felon, because I'm a recovering drug addict, because I don't have a good track record with jobs in the past. Because when I would work so good. I was an amazing worker. If y'all can't tell, I have a fucking badass work ethic. I work on my YouTube channel, on my regular job. Like, I take pride in what I do, and I want to do things that I'm proud of, and I want to make other people proud too. I want to make other people feel good too, you know? So, um things are happening for me, and it's only because I'm steadfast. And I'm telling you guys, don't ever get discouraged, because I was really discouraged for a long time. So, I'm not against decriminalization, but I don't know how far I am for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe that, I guess I'm for it. I am for decriminalization. I think that a lot of people could benefit from that. I really think that it's a lot of just like the government is, they keep us People like us, they keep us drowning. So we can never quite catch our breath. We can never quite get our heads above water. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? It all needs to be reworked. Crack cocaine landed how many thousands in prison, yet regular cocaine was a ticket. Yes, absolutely. I absolutely agree. And so, yeah, and you know what? Like, right? Okay, so if somebody is doing drugs or they're selling drugs, write them a fucking ticket and let them go on their way. You know what I mean? Make them pay a fine. Okay? A lot of the times, what do you got, boy? Another smoothie?
I'm itching my back.
Okay, you can have it. Do you want a banana too?
No, for real, I'm itching my back.
Okay, boy.
I'm gonna walk and move on.
I love you. Watch out. Oh, are you okay? Hold on, guys.
No, that's
Are you? It's okay. Nobody can see you. Are you okay? Oh, let me see your head. Sana. Okay. Right. Yes, I agree. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. Write the person a ticket, okay? And make them pay a fine. Because here's the thing, once you have to pay so many fines, you learn your lesson, or at least I did. Shit, I hated paying fines, man. It's the worst because once you get behind, you're behind, you know? Christy, Nate came down to get a smoothie, y'all. He has been on a growth spurt and eating so much. Me neither. I don't even smoke. On the spot fines for a minor felony will free the whole system up. And then I feel like also that would be generating revenue also. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they're going to be getting money from people that are, doing these things. So, but then you guys, there's also so like there's no health care in the United States. There's so many people are struggling that don't have insurance, that don't have a way to get better, and so I have so many opinions on these kind of things, but like I don't know how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like for me and my husband, and I'm just going to be straight up with y'all. Um, did you see in some countries they give prescription heroin and you do it at a place where it's supervised? They do it because it's helping with crime. Braden, yes, yes. There's safe injection sites, there is needle exchanges, and there's, yes. What's a fine going to do if years in prison did nothing? Well, this is what I feel about the fine, Daniel. I feel like after you have to pay so much, it's all. What's the worst thing that was people like to do? Pay the government money. So maybe by having that punishment, maybe that will help to change that person's thinking, or it might just make them a smarter dealer and they might just hide out. Right. I wish I could help everyone with everything. They do it there, green-eyed cat, and it works. There you go. And you're in Canada, right? Or the UK? Okay, so let me share, and this is like really personal, you guys, because okay. So guess what happened to me today? My washer and dryer just fucking totally broke. Kaput, gone, blew up. What? It totally blew up. So guess what? Do y'all know how much it costs to get a new washer and dryer? Now I want you to think about this. I was a felon. I was addicted to drugs for about 12 years, so I didn't prepare for my future, okay? I have no credit. I have no like savings money to fall back on. I'm just barely making ends meet, okay? And so now I got this washer and dryer problem. What am I going to do? How am I going to get a new washer and dryer? These are things that happen to people and they don't have a way out. And then they start thinking, well, what am I going to do? I've got to do something to get a washer and dryer. Now, listen, I know what I'm going to do to get our washer and dryer. I've already been looking at like secondhand ones that are a little bit cheaper. Or if I have to, I just hate doing this. If I have to, I'll make my husband go and get a Sears card, and we'll charge it on the Sears card and then pay it off right away. Hey, Simple Me and Bandit, I do not do rent to own because they stick you with the extra interest. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'll just have my husband. If we have to, we'll just take it out on a card, or I'll just get it off our income tax or something. But these are things that happen to people like me, to people like you guys, who, I didn't have any plans for the future. I was just using drugs. I was irresponsible with my life, and now I'm trying to do better, right? Now I'm trying to improve my life. But there's these things that come up that, these are life situations, okay? About 2.5 years ago, the same thing happened, only it happened with the washer, just the washer. And I was like maybe 2 years sober. I remember the washer breaking down, and I was devastated. I was so afraid that, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get this new washer? Oh my God, we're not going to be able to afford it, right? Um, and I was so, so worried. But what I've learned, you guys, is that as long as I stay doing the right thing, don't go out and get high over the washer and dryer breaking down, right? It's going to be all right. We're going to make a way. Me and my husband, we have gotten to a place where we are repairing our credit, and we will be able to make things happen, together. And with this new job position that I'm getting, that is going to help my family so much, you guys, because now I don't think you guys can even understand how much it's going to help our family. It's going to be like me having a 40-hour a week full-time job. My husband is going to finally have like a good amount of help with the bills. When I see people who have like made it big on YouTube, and they're like getting paychecks for $5,000 or $2,500, right? Do you know how amazing that is for someone like me and my family? We are, like I said, we don't have a lot of money. So that would be a blessing in disguise. I would be so grateful. Bought a refurbished washer for $75. Adore your positive attitude. Yeah, like, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm looking at ones that are like used and stuff. And you know what? I do go, if I have to. If it gets really bad, I'll take it to the laundromat, like you guys said, and get it dried. But if y'all want to see, I literally have clothes hanging up all over the house that are wet. And y'all don't think, shoot, I used to live homeless. I used to live on my friends' couches. Shoot, I know how to hang up clothes and hang dry them. I'm not too good. Good credit is important. It really is. Hey, Hitman, what's up? It is so important, you guys. And these are things that my dad used to teach me when I was a young girl. He would say, Nicole, listen to me. You don't want to screw up your credit, because credit is everything. It is what you will be able to fall back on when you get older and you need to buy a house, buy a washer and dryer, buy a refrigerator. Credit, credit, credit. And what did I do? It's safe. Oh, what did I do? I ruined my um I ruined my credit, you guys, because I was high on drugs, and I was buying things for my dealers and trading it. Like, I would go out and buy a plasma screen TV and then trade it to the dealer. It was just a hot mess. So, if any of you guys are at the beginning, or you're young, you still have credit, please listen to me. Please. Please, okay? Do what I say, not what I did. I've never had anything on credit, always cash. Should I use every credit point I had on dope or things to sell it to? Yes, Merc, me too. Me too, Daniel, me too. In fact, there was a point, this is a sad, sad story. There was a point in my active addiction where I only had like 2 or 3 outfits. And so I would wear one of them dirty into the laundromat, and I would wash and dry the other two, and then I would take off that one and then put it in the washer, because I was just destitute. I had nothing. Divorce is trashing my credit, so I got to rebuild it. Listen to me, B Dizzle. Listen. My husband went through the same thing. Before me and my husband got married, you guys, he was married to a girl. She cheated on him with his best friend. And then they got divorced, and she stuck him with all the credit debt. And so when we got together, he had to file bankruptcy. But that has been about 4 years ago, and slowly but surely we are rebuilding our credit and his credit, and we are going to apply, like I told you guys about 6 months ago. We put in for a loan on a house. We got approved for a loan. Now we just got to find a house that we can, get and afford, because, I would rather have a home that we can pay mortgage on than paying rent. And that's what we're doing right now. We're just paying rent, and it's never going to be our home. So these are all things that, I didn't think of when I was getting high, you guys. I didn't think of any of these things. And so now I'm trying to play catch up because I want my son to have a good life. I don't want him to have to worry about the washer and dryer breaking down. Damn, I'm emotional today. So I really hope you guys, when you hear me, and I'm trying to share these little like things with you, I hope you guys take what I'm saying and really listen, because I'm not gonna shoot you in the wrong direction. I'm always gonna shoot you straight, okay? Um, if drugs were decriminalized, then I would have not gotten into all the trouble I got into, and a lot of the shit that happened to me, you guys. It would be over and done with. It wouldn't have affected my life as badly as it did. I wouldn't have these felonies, and I wouldn't have these things holding me back from success, you know? And eventually we're going to get all those things taken care of, and you guys are going to go through the process with me. I actually called a lawyer. I have to hire a lawyer to get my felony expunged, but we're going to do it together. It's just I have to wait until I start my second job. And hopefully, after I start my second job, that money will help. And then the money from my YouTube channel, hopefully, as my channel grows, hopefully my views will pick up and my channel will grow to at least, if I could just make $200 a month from my channel, that would be amazing. I would be so grateful for that. But I'm grateful for anything, actually. So, every little bit counts. That's right, Bella. And I thought that being arrested was going to be my bottom, but it wasn't. It's like the bottom had a trap door, you guys. What's up, boy? Hold on. Don't run my battery down, boy. Got it?
You know I am.
Well, at least put it on the charger, son.
Okay, Pete.
All right, love you. I thought when I got arrested, I remember being in prison, you guys, and thinking, I'm never, ever going to get high again. As God is my witness, I'm never going to do this shit again. That's why I want you guys to understand. I really want you guys to hear me, okay? I wanted to get sober many times with every fiber of my being. I did not have the capabilities of doing so. I didn't have the coping skills. And the disease of addiction was so rampant in my brain. It had my whole brain held hostage. So I know a lot of you guys struggle with relapsing, and maybe you're struggling to just get sober in general, period. And it's because you're fighting the disease of addiction. And in order to fight that disease, you got to learn about it. You got to educate yourself, you guys, so that way you can fight it. Knowledge is power, I've learned that. I've learned that. over the few years that knowledge is power, and every bit that I can learn about my disease, it helps me to be a better person. It helps me to fight that shit. So, anyway, what you guys want to talk about? That's my opinion on decriminalization. I know it probably wasn't a very like deep explanation, but that's just how I feel about it. I think the same girl asked me about when people judge me about being on Suboxone. She asked me, is it usually people that are addicts that are abstinent, or is it usually people that are not addicts? And so I guess I'll answer that question too. Usually it's a mixture of both. But what I have found is that the people that judge me the most are people that are abstinent that are also in recovery. And they feel like they've gotten to this certain status in their recovery where they're almost on this egotistical mental high horse. And they think because their recovery is through a different way, abstinence, that they're elevated above me. And it's like a superior thing, like I'm better than you because XYZ. It's, a lot of people that are not addicts, when I can sit down, hey Tyler, when I can sit down and talk to them and share with them and educate them about the medication, usually I can talk to somebody and they understand and they're like, "Oh yeah, that does make sense." You know, but it's usually the addicts that are abstinent that look down their nose at people like me who are on maintenance meds. And we all know that people that do that, it's usually because they're ignorant. And that's what it is. It's a lack of education. They don't understand the medication. What they don't understand, they judge it. And some people just don't even know better. It's like they judge before they even give you a chance to share your side or give a different perspective. And I used to be really closed minded, you guys. I used to be very judgmental. I wasn't a nasty, judgmental person, but I did have that, like, my way is better than your way, right? I know that shit makes me so mad. I've lost a lot of friends because of it. Yeah, me too, man. If those people just spent 1 week with me and knew my true story, it would prove them wrong. Yes. And, a lot of the times that's what it is. If you can come to this channel and you can see how much my life has changed over the last 4 years, and you can see how a lot of people in my real life, like my parents and my sisters, and then my friends that have known me for a long time, they'll tell you guys, I'm a whole new woman. They can't even recognize me. That's how much better I am now. When I was in my addiction, I lost every friend that was ever important to me because I was so addicted to drugs that I would do anything to get drugs, and I would push everyone out of my life that meant anything because the obsession to use was so great. The pull to use was so strong that there was no fighting it. I can't explain it to you guys any other way. If you're not an addict, you won't be able to understand. But let me put it to you like this. It's like having two magnets, okay, that pull each other towards each other and you can't pull them back apart. That's what it's like when you have an addiction. It's like you go right to the drug. And it's almost impossible to push away from the drug because the obsession is centered in your mind. And then you add the physical dependence on top of that, and that makes it even harder to get away from that drug. It's I wish I could tell you guys that it was so easy to just quit because I remember sitting with my dad in his car and him basically crying out to me, why don't you just quit? Why can't you just stop? And I remember just feeling helpless. I don't know why I can't quit. I don't know why I can't stop. I'm Daniel. Oh, I love hearing this, Nicole. You're truly a great and wonderful person. Christy, I love you, girl. Thank you. I knew I was powerless right away. Bella, yes. And so a lot of us don't, okay, so a lot of people, they don't recognize that as powerlessness. They think that they still have control, right? And so that's another thing that makes the disease of addiction so sneaky and cunning and baffling, is that you can you can talk yourself into thinking that you have control. Once the devil's put the addiction tattoo on you, it's virtually impossible. We have changed so much over the last couple of years. It's crazy. It's a whole new world for us. Absolutely, hillbilly family. Absolutely. Same here. Same here. And that is my advice to anybody who is struggling or has a loved one who is maybe judging them, or a family member or friend. Live your life and show them through your actions how much you're different. Because just like when we were in our active addiction, right? You know how we all said it, I'm going to be sober tomorrow. Or, Mom, look, I've got 30 days. And then 2 days later, we relapse, right? So that's what our family members expect. They're just waiting for us to kind of fall, And I hate to say that, and it's not because they're trying to be ugly, it's because they're afraid. That's fear. They're afraid to lose us. They love us. They want us to be successful in our recovery, but because a lot of us have back and forth, relapse sober, it's almost like the family member is preparing themselves for the worst. You know what I mean? Thanks, girl. I actually got these from I don't know if medical arts and some place like medical arts and optical or something like that. I have a really big head, and so I wanted glasses that were bigger than my head in hopes that they might make my head look smaller. But I don't think that worked out. Oh God, you guys. I'm telling you something. I don't know why you guys are subscribed to this channel. Because sometimes I watch, like earlier today, I was watching that video back that I put out about the prison beefs, just to make sure I wasn't like saying anything that I shouldn't say. Like, I was really serious in that video. I was just trying to share, some stuff and just put all those things to rest. Like, I really, really want to move forward in 2020, you guys. Like, I want to be nothing but a positive light here on my channel. I want to do nothing but encourage other women to do better that have channels also, and encourage you guys to do better. I want to help people that are smaller creators. I want to help you find your voice and help your platforms if you guys are in recovery also. Like, I want to give back. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of like get all that old stuff out of the way, set the record straight, and then be done with it. Hey, we see you. And Leonard, it's like I have struggled on YouTube. I have struggled on YouTube since the very beginning. Leonard knows, he's been with me the whole time. And it's never been because I didn't communicate. I've always been straight up about what I say and the way I feel and what I support and what I believe in. I've always tried to go to people whenever I have like an issue or a disagreement or a different opinion, right? And so I'm an emotional person, you guys, okay? If you guys haven't noticed yet. And I really lead with my heart. And when someone hurts me, and it hurts, I sometimes react in a way I shouldn't. I hit my 1 year for quitting. Hey girl, I'm so proud of you. We see you. That's what's up. No, that's awesome. That's still an addiction. And tell you guys, like, I don't have a problem admitting that I have a resentment towards a certain person for a video they made last year. And I know that might seem immature, right? I know that people might think, oh, come on, Nicole, let that go. That's what I'm trying to do. But it's hard to let go of those resentments when you have other players trying to keep a feud going in between two people. Do you know what I'm saying? And so what would happen is I would find myself moving on from that resentment, moving on from those thoughts about this person. And then it would get brought back up, you know what I mean? By, a post on Instagram or another girl saying something. And it was just like, so I'm really, really trying hard to just move forward and leave that in the past. Like, I don't want to be known as somebody who, is hating on another YouTuber because, like I was saying in my video before, I have a lot of respect for anybody who is willing to put their life out on the internet. It's hard, you guys. And if you're being transparent and honest, it's even more difficult because a lot of us are sharing very personal things that have happened in our lives that a lot of people would like to take, and just run with it, I do. And that's what I'm starting to realize also, B Dizzle, is that a lot of these people are younger than I am and they're immature. And a lot of them, even though they're off drugs, they don't have a recovery program. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean that you have to go to the 12 steps. Do I think you should try it? Absolutely. If you're a drug addict or an alcoholic and you're trying to get clean and sober, or you're already clean and sober and you find yourself miserable in your life, go to a meeting and work the 12 steps. Get a sponsor. It'll change your life forever. But what I mean by that is they stopped using drugs and alcohol, and then that's it. Like, that's all they did. They stopped using drugs, and then there's no other personal growth. There's no therapy. There's no, I don't know, working with another person who has been down that same road that can help you. Because us addicts, we can see behaviors in ourselves and each other that a normal person can't identify, you know? And so at getting sober, it's not just about getting off drugs. To be honest, Nicole, this is my program. What do you mean this? But do you understand what I'm saying, you guys? Like, if you've got to be taking in some kind of positive new thing in your life to make changes. Like, what if we just don't do anything? We get off drugs, we stay stagnant, and we're not learning or changing. Okay, then we're just sitting still and we're not progressing. Okay, it's about progressing forward, learning new things, changing old behaviors. And listen, I don't know that people aren't doing these things, but sometimes I can just tell because I see them. I see them struggling. I see them not being honest. I see them, oh yeah, green-eyed cat, that's great, because it's like going to a meeting. It's literally like going to a meeting. Have you guys been going over to um James, what is his freaking channel called? I had him on the channel. James Arthur, I think. He's been doing like AA meetings basically over on his channel, and they have been so amazing. Even if you don't like drink alcohol, just go to those meetings. It's so inspiring because it's about recovery. That's what it's about. It's about bettering our lives, okay? Imagine if I wasn't doing anything to better me, and then I was coming on here trying to share things with you guys, but I wasn't working and living the program. Do you know what I'm saying? Then I would just be talking shit. Like, I live this in my real life. When I'm not here with you guys learning and growing, I'm somewhere else learning and growing. I go to meetings every Monday, every other Monday. So 2 meetings on Mondays, because I go to one at the treatment center I used to be I used to go to. Then, not only do I do those 2 meetings, but then during the day, I'm talking to other young women or young men who are struggling, who reach out, that just need suggestions or guidance. I talk to a lot of people who are needing recovery. Then I'm doing my own journaling and my own meditation and my own prayers. And then I'm reading um, my books and all that kind of stuff. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it helps me to grow. So that's what we got to do. We got to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. So that way we're not just stuck behind. We got to keep pushing forward and progressing. Okay? Okay. All right, all right, all right. What else do you want to talk about, you guys? Does anybody have anything they want to talk about? Anything goes. Ask me anything. Great Dane, what you talking about? Christy, what you talking about? Green-eyed cat, what you talking about? Isn't it nice to be able to sit down and us be here in like a little recovery chat where we get support from one another? Isn't this so amazing? When I was getting sober, you guys, I didn't know that there was things like this on the internet. Okay? I didn't know it. When I finally did find that there was like recovery stuff on the internet, I found it on Facebook. And it was like a whole new world. I was so excited because I was like, oh my God, I can sit at home, I can take care of my son, I can do laundry, and I can go to a speaker meeting. You know, last night we had Catherine on the show, you guys. Um, whose channel are y'all looking for? Let me know. Hold on, let me see what y'all are talking about. I can't find it either. Oh, his channel name. Whose channel name? I'm heading to work. I'm addicted to sitting in rush hour traffic. Any tips on how to recover from that? That does not sound like fun. Yes, Christy, I know you are, girl. The AA channel I mentioned, James Arthur. Yes. Sober James. Sober James is what it's called. Sorry, guys. Seriously, like you guys, then there's another channel, Great Dane. Have you heard of this one? Talk Sober. Talk Sober. These are both amazing channels where the channel owners, they do literal live stream meetings. It's so fucking dope. You know, my channel, I have been venturing out more into like people sharing their stories. But if you guys really enjoy the AA kind of step study meetings, let me know and I'll try to make sure I incorporate more of those on here on the channel. You know, I have really been struggling with my schedule the last week or so. Normally, I'm so on point with my schedule on YouTube. I need to get back to my regular scheduled programming. So tomorrow, which is Friday, we're going to be back on the grind, doing our Mara meetings. No questions asked. Medically assisted recovery anonymous is tomorrow, you guys. Then I have a collab. Next week I have a collab planned with Nate Dog 916. He's going to come over here. Now can I ask you guys a question, my viewers? What do you guys think about hearing a dealer's perspective? Someone who is a drug dealer that went to prison behind dealing. What do you think about hearing their perspective on how addiction affected their lives and how they saw it affect other people's lives around them? Because these are people who are not dealers anymore. They have turned their lives around and they are changed. They are doing the right thing today. Would you guys like to hear their stories from a dealer point of view? Because if y'all are cool with that, Okay, cool. Because I have him planned to come on Wednesday, and then I'm going to go over on his channel. But I kind of just wanted to fill it out, make sure y'all were cool with that. But I feel like me and him, we have some of the same, like, kind of like outgoing personality. And so I think it'll be a real easy interview to do. And we'll be live streaming it on Wednesday. So for those of you that are here, you can ask questions. I mean, we can really interact with Nate. I think it'll be really, really fun. Yes, he does. And I love that about him. And so that's why I'm super glad that we're going to link up and do these videos together. Him and Tim from Texas Prison Stories, they have been nothing but straight up so supportive. Tim's been like the older brother that I never wanted. I mean, he's been so helpful to me with just things about YouTube that I didn't know. So I'm super grateful to have I'm making new friends, and I feel like I'm finding the people that I'm supposed to be around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys ever feel like you're trying to hang out with people that you don't quite fit in with? That's kind of like what I was trying to do last year, and now I'm finding the people that I jive with. Like, these people have the same idea of friendship and morals and values that I do, and we kind of like we feel each other, you know what I mean? Yeah, Cindy, this dude's real cool, real laid back. And then Nate is gonna do. He's from California, so it'll hopefully Tim will come on and do a video with me after Nate does. He said he wants to kind of feel out, see what's going on, but hopefully he'll come on too and do one with me. But even if he doesn't, I still really do support him. He's got a kind of different kind of channel, with the different prison stories from guys over there in Texas. And his channel, you guys, that dude right there has figured it out. Have y'all noticed how quickly his channel's going up in subs? He has hit the algorithm. YouTube is steadily recommending his videos. That's hard. I have tried to hit the algorithm for 2 years now. Hey, Catherine. We was talking about you, girl. We was talking about interviews and stuff that I've done with people. Um, and just talking. It's so hard, you guys, for me at least. So now what I'm learning is that, I've got to figure out the technicalities around YouTube. There's all this other stuff that they're telling me about tags and um, all kinds of stuff that I don't understand. Yes, Catherine, you did so good last night. I was watching that video back, and you did great. You did great. It was real easy to talk to you. I could tell you were a little bit nervous, but not too bad. But it was easy to talk to you. I had no problems, girl. You did good. Next time we do a video together, it's going to be easier because we're going to be talking about Suboxone, and we're going to talk about how you changed over from thinking that it was something to be ashamed of and thinking about how you weren't clean and sober, and then how your life is now and how you're seeing it from a different point of view and different perspective. I think it's really important for those of us that are on maintenance medications, you guys, to keep sharing our positive experiences, because we have to show people that we're not just over here, dicking around and trying to manipulate the system. Like, we are serious about our recovery, I think that people automatically think, Dago Viking in the house. What's up, babe? I'm so glad you're here. Dago, I want to get you on the channel too to talk about addiction and recovery. I've been watching your videos, Dago, and I want you to know I'm super proud of you, man. I really want you to hear me and listen to me, okay? It is so hard when people are trolling you. I know. And people will go and they will be ruthless, okay? But you are doing the right thing. Chin up, ignore them fools, block and delete, baby. If they're not for you, then they're against you, and you don't need that negative energy in your life. Fuck them. Especially in that like smaller genre of YouTubers that we've all been hanging out with over there. It's like there's a couple of people that are just really trolling hard, And they're not there for good reasons. Like, Dago, you're trying to share your life with everybody, right? I'm new to YouTube, so a lot I don't understand. Yes, you're trying to do positive things, share your life and struggles, right? You're just vlogging your life and your experience with your recovery from addiction, right? And you're doing a good job. Don't ever let anybody get under your skin, because that's what I did, and that's what I'm trying to share with you guys. Last year I was a hot fucking mess. I was cussing folks out on live streams. I was live streaming about bitches, calling folks out their name. I was crazy, crazy. And because of that, I was fucked for about 6 months on YouTube. Nobody wanted to work with me because they looked at me as a loose cannon and un uncontrollable. Like, you couldn't depend on me because I was over here popping off left and right like a crazy person. I was unstable, basically, is what it seemed like from the outside looking in, right? And you also have to realize that these people who are your viewers, we are here to support you. We are watching you because we love Dago Viking. We want to hear about what Dago Viking's doing today and what he's got to say. We're here to support him, right? So a lot of those people have no idea that people are trolling or saying anything. So then when we bring it up on our channels and we bring up that negativity, then all of our supporters are like, what's going on? Like, just stay positive, just stay positive. It's really difficult to say that, to do that, when you haven't been in the position of sometimes hundreds of people attacking you and trolling you. If you have a good 3 trolls that are relentless, it can make your life a living hell. I had 3 people who relentlessly trolled me for a year. Relentless. And it literally drove me insane. It made my life living hell. I had to go to I was reporting it to the police to try and like make it stop. Yoked up white dude. What's up, C Little? Hey, Sabitha. Respect Nicole Dago. Everyone in recovery, I got to work. Please, please respect railroad tracks. My crew base has had 3 fatalities this week. Oh my God. Yes, sir. You got it. Peace and blessings. Have a great night at work. I've been rocking with Dago Viking from day one of his channel. I love his content, and that he's from South San Diego. I'm sorry. I'm like, la. Yes, he's a good guy. And so, but I want, like, a lot, and also, you guys, like, I have been seeing people, like the younger guys, responding to the trolls too. And I'm telling you, please, y'all, listen to me. Just don't respond to them. Just ignore them. Ignore them. Because when you ignore them, then they have no content to make on you. But when you make a video and you show that it affects you, you've never steered me wrong. I'm going to sub to all you guys she's talking about. Thank you, Christy. They're good people. You'll love them. And you guys know how I am. Like, I will link your channel in the chat. If you come in and you have a channel, usually Merc or one of the mods will link it. They've been doing a really good job, you guys. Please, everybody, give Merc a round of applause. Give Great Dane a round of applause. Give Ryan, Cindy, Daniel, all my mods. There's so many, I don't know how many of them, but y'all know who I'm talking about. All the moderators, they work really hard to make sure that they get links and that they bring in people and they're positive and they lift you up. So just remember that they're doing work to help others, and we see you guys. So push up to the moderators. I love you guys. Y'all are part of my crew. What's the theory behind trolling? Why troll a recovery channel? It's pointless. Well, Green-Eyed Cat, let me share it with you. It all started last year in October of 2018. Somebody came on my channel and I was sharing about being on maintenance medication. And it started out as a simple just talking back and forth about, hey, Leroy, talking back and forth about Vivitrol and maintenance medication. And then it turned into these people basically saying that I still wanted to be on drugs and I still wanted to be high. That's why I was on Suboxone, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up just blocking them. Well, they weren't happy about that, and they made multiple accounts and kept coming back and kept coming back and kept coming back. Green-eyed cat, if you want to see what I'm talking about, go onto your YouTube search and type in Real Talk Recovery, and it'll bring up these videos that these people made about me. And you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really like that's I don't even say who they are because it's so irrelevant, and we are skyrocketing past that point. Like we're bye, see y'all later. And what I'm starting to learn, you guys, is the more my channel grows, the more people are going to have an opinion on me. And because I have such a strong personality and I'm very outspoken about how I feel, right? Then a lot of people have an opinion on that. So I'm okay. Like I am strong enough in myself to know that what I'm doing is right for me. Okay. Really? Did it really, Green-eyed cat? So you went through your taper with us? I didn't know that. I wish that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Um, that is really good, girl. Good job. Um, I know without a shadow of a doubt, you guys, that what I'm doing here on my channel is right. Okay. I feel it in my heart. All right. I was always brought up to do the right thing. I don't take advantage of people. I'm not over here begging for money on my channel. I'm not taking advantage of any of my viewers or subscribers. I'm completely transparent about everything. Like I know that what I'm doing is right, you know? Oh, wow, really? Good job, guys. That's right, Leonard. That's right. You guys are all doing a great job, and I appreciate you guys. Like y'all, you guys really, really make a difference in the chat. So I wish I could do something to show you guys how thankful and grateful I am for y'all. Hopefully when my channel gets a little bit bigger, we'll be able to have like a mod meet and greet or some kind of get together where we can all get together somewhere in a state that's centrally located, and we can do some kind of real talk recovery convention, and we can have like I just have so many plans for my channel, and I want to help so many people. And I want you guys to know that that's my main focus for this channel is helping people that are struggling. It really, really, really is. Yes, that's right. And that's what we have to focus on is the positive, because it's easy to get caught up though focusing on the negative. And I'm not ever going to lie to you and act like it doesn't happen to me, you guys. I am only human. It happens to me all the time. All the time. But I'm telling you this, I pull my head out of my ass and I stop, and then I'm like, why did I do that? Yeah. So, oh, do you guys have any like special requests of videos that you guys want me to make, like pre-recorded videos, like anything you guys want me to talk about, I will talk about it. If you have any questions about my life or things that I've done in my past or anything, you guys can ask me anything. I will answer anything you guys have. So tomorrow, the man who is giving me this opportunity to have the second job, he is going to, I guess, email me the contract and stuff. And after I look over that and fill it out, maybe I can come back on here and we can share and talk about it. Yes, it's everywhere, Merc. Can I tell you guys a little story of something that happened today? So this morning I woke up at about 8:30, right? And I went on Instagram and I follow this girl who she's new in her recovery and she recently relapsed, but she got back on the wagon in August and she's been sober since August. Well, she was doing a Instagram live and she was talking about how she wanted to go get high on heroin and that she had FaceTimed her dealer and that she just basically couldn't stop thinking about wanting to go get high. So I don't know what it was, but God just told me to click on the live, and I heard her saying this, right? So I went in there and I typed my number. I said, "Hey, call me, girl. Call me right now." Right? I told Jay about the day you were upset, but by the end of the vid, you had your bra on your. Tabitha, I know. I'm so crazy, girl. I love taper videos. Some people say they have awful withdrawals, others none. I know I'm going to have to do it one day. Leroy, okay, baby, you got it. And in February, when I go down to 2 milligrams, we're going to see that's going to be a big taper drop for me. So I'm going to take you guys through that video, through that day with me, and you're going to be able to see, like, I'll drop down and then I'll show you guys the next day, and we'll put all the videos together so that way you can see, like, the day I tapered, then the next day, how I felt the next day, how I felt the next day, because I'm going to be going from 4 milligrams to 2 milligrams. That was I was so emotional that day, and I was so down on myself that day. What's up, Bubba?
Is this what I'm gonna be when I grow up? Wait. What? Wait.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Hey, Adam. Love you, babe. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you came by. He said, did you look like the old style pilots? I said, you made me laugh so much. That was a funny day, huh? This is just how I am, you guys. This is my real life. Like, I am the way I am with you guys. Like, this is just me. You know? When I first started my channel, I thought, I was so insecure and I was so down on myself because I had been in my addiction for so many years. I was like, man, nobody's going to want to hear what I have to say. Nobody is going to want to be here. And you guys, it never ceases to amaze me how many of you I relate to and you relate to me, and we connect on a whole nother level. You guys have changed my life, and I just love being able to talk to y'all. Y'all are like my best friends. So, gosh, I'm going to get emotional again. Shit. um, it's because of you guys in this channel that, I'm able to help other people. And oh, yeah, let me tell you about this young lady. So she was on the live stream and she was talking about relapsing and going and getting heroin. So I went into the chat and I typed in my number. I said, call me right now. And she goes, you know what, Nicole, I'm going to call you. And she called me today, and we sat on the phone this morning, and she shared with me how she felt, how she couldn't stop thinking about wanting to get high. And so I just sat with her, and by the end of the conversation, we were laughing, we were cracking jokes, and she was like, I'm not going to get high today. And I was like, well, that's what's up. All you got to do is worry about today, worry about tomorrow, you know? But that is what I do. Okay? I love being able to talk to people and give them my number and say, "Hey, call me." A lot of people think that they can't call, or that I'm going to be judgmental. Like, if you call and you're struggling and you're wanting to get drunk or high and you call me, like, I'm going to talk to you about it, but I'm going to be real with you, and I'm going to tell you that getting high is not worth it, you know? Drinking is not worth it, and you don't want to be stuck for so many years. You don't want to miss out on your life. You don't want to ruin your life, because that's what I did. If you cry, you got to wear a bra hat as a forfeit. That'll make you stop, right? Even 2 milligrams, it's a really cool place to be, right, Daniel? Like, I feel like once I get down to 2 milligrams, like, I feel like I'm basically not even on Suboxone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's such a low dose that I'm going to I feel great already. Like, I really want you guys to understand something. I have nothing negative to say about Suboxone, nothing negative to say about it at all. But what happened to me, my body, it does not mean it's going to happen to you, is I started to become it was almost like this slowness, this non-motivation. The only way I can explain it to you is just I just had a lack of motivation. And since I've lowered my dose, I've gotten that back. I feel a lot up, more up than I do unmotivated. Do you understand what I'm saying? But like I said, I have nothing negative to say about Suboxone. It literally saved my life. It's raining and thundering. It saved my life, you guys. It saved my life. I wouldn't be here today sober if I hadn't got on Suboxone. Come here, Onyx. You scared? My dog is so afraid, y'all. Come here, baby. Onyx, it's just a thunder, Bubba. Come here. I would not be here. I would not be here. It gave me an opportunity for my mind to stop fiending for drugs. It really, really did. Because this is the way it works, okay? So when you're a drug addict, you're so used to having that substance go to those receptors in your brain, whether it be opiates, benzos, cocaine, methamphetamine, whatever the substance may be, right? Bye, Adam. God bless you too, baby. Whatever the substance may be. And so once the chemistry in your brain is changed, it's changed for life. It's so hard to get back to that normal state before you use drugs. I started at 8 milligrams 3 times a day, 187 days ago. Now I'm down to 4 milligrams once a day, and I'm going to stick here a while. I tried 2 milligrams once a day, and it didn't quite cut it. Leroy, like you're going very quickly. So if I was you, I would slow down and chill for a while at 4 milligrams. That is my suggestion to you, and I see that you're saying that, but um, it took me, and I also got to a point on Suboxone where I was like, I'm not rushing anymore, and so I was really just laid back with being on Suboxone. And so I want you to take your time, Leroy, and don't even trip. Don't don't think about, oh well, Nicole's getting off Suboxone or so and so is getting off. Just only worry about how you're feeling and what you're doing. Now, my ultimate goal is to be off, right? That's my goal. But that doesn't mean it has to be anybody else's goal, right? Right, Daniel. Yes, yes. And here's the thing, like Cindy is my best friend, you guys. Best friends. Best friend. And she's on Suboxone and she's never going to get off Suboxone. She's been on it for 16 years and she's doing so good in her recovery. And so what? She's happy, healthy, thriving. She's not, if it's not broke, don't fix it. She's feeling great, And so I just want you guys to know that I support whatever you got to do for you. I went to the doctor and I'm tapering down. Hey, Josh, what's up, baby? I'm so glad you're here. Yes, yes, Leonard. And that's the thing. Like, we really have to stop judging people for their differences than us. Just like with Kratom. Okay, listen. Kratom has helped my friend Avalon so much, you guys. It helped her and it helped Leonard. Leonard, are you still taking Kratom, or did you just take it for a little bit? Sorry, I had to take my bra off, you guys. Here, where is Sabbatha? Is she still here? This is for you, girl. Da, da, da! Okay. I'm done. Taco is upstairs and he is laying on the bed with his stank ass breath. Do y'all know that these damn dogs, this dog's breath, yes, call me later, Josh, love you. My dog's breath is so foul that it'll freaking wake me up out of the middle of the night when I'm sleeping because he'll be like right on my neck right here, blowing in my face. And I'm like, ugh. Seth, you weren't supposed to see that. Yes, Cindy, you're doing so good, girl. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, we're all doing good, you guys. We're all making strides, and this is another thing that I really want you guys to make sure. I brushed his teeth and they still stank. Okay? Still. Um, yeah, girl, that's for you, Sabbatha. I did that for you. You take them at the wrong time. Yeah. Um, it's like the little victories, we have to celebrate those. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be so down on myself, you guys, because I saw a bunch of my friends that were on Suboxone. I would see them like tapering and getting off and jumping. And this is not me throwing shade or anything, but a lot of the people that I've seen jump off Suboxone, they jumped too soon and they had to get back on because they weren't ready to be off. They weren't ready to do it without it. And so, I'm really making sure that I'm ready. You know, I've been on it for 4 years and I feel like I'm ready. But if I get down and I get down real low and I start feeling that itch come back, it's no shame. I'm not gonna risk my son, and I'm not gonna risk relapsing because of my pride. That's what this is all comes down to. It all comes down to pride and ego. And so if I need the extra help, you guys better bet your bottom dollar I'll get back on Suboxone quicker than y'all's heads can spin. So anyway. All right, all right, all right. I guess I'll sign off tonight. We had a good talk. I just wanted to come on and chit chat with you guys for a little bit. I hope y'all enjoyed my perspective on decriminalization of all drugs. And that's right, Cindy. That's right. And there's no push to be ready. You know what I mean? But I don't wear a bra anymore. Find them too uncomfortable. Me too, girl. I wish I couldn't wear one, but if I didn't, my tits would literally be hitting the floor. I'd be slinging these things over my shoulders. Do your tits hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in a bow? For back pain only. Oh yeah, yeah, that's good, Leonard. I mean, whatever works for you, whatever you got to do, it don't matter. In the grand scheme of things, like really think about it, you guys. We're talking about a deadly disease. We're talking about something that we will die, right? If we don't stay sober, no matter what our definition or our example of sober is, right? If we don't stay on that right path, we'll die. So do whatever you got to do to stay alive and stay happy. I know I am a nerd. You know what? Hey, Cindy, I want to collaborate with Peter Mon. We need to get Peter Mon to collaborate with me because me and him are like two peas in a pod. I think we would have so much fun talking about recovery. This year is the year that we are going to be working with people all over YouTube, you guys. And we're going to really, really get out there. And I'm going to stop being nervous and stop being afraid of judgment. And I'm just going to go balls to the wall because I really, really want to build this channel up. Right, Sabbatha? Well, I love you, girl, anyway. I don't care how old you are. Oh, gosh. I have one more thing I need to talk to you guys about. Okay, so I watched this YouTuber. I'm not going to say their name, and no, you guys have no idea for who they are because they're not in the prison community and they're not in the addiction community. So I watched this person who has basically been manipulating their subscribers to get them to send them donations for like the last year. I mean, like manipulating them, talking about losing jobs, losing friend, losing loved ones, losing cars, rent, all kinds of stuff. And every time this person does that, her subscribers send her donations to her PayPal. Like I'm talking like lots and lots of money. Um, there's people that do that here on YouTube that they literally all they do all day long on their live streams is beg their subscribers for donations and make up like sob stories about how their life is so different. Oh gosh. I'll text you and tell you, Catherine. I'll text you and tell you, girl. But it's like really bad because this is somebody that I used to watch and I like really thought the world of them. And but I always knew that this person was a little shady lady, but now I know for sure. But it's nobody that you think. This person's not in addiction recovery or anything like that. Um, but all of her subscribers were sending her. I'm talking massive PayPal donations, you guys. That's right. I know my people. I know my people. Um, and okay, so it would be like this would be like me, okay? It would be like me coming on here and going, guys, I'm not going to be able to give my son a Christmas this year. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. You know, my husband lost his job, the washer and dryer's broke, la 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 la, right? And but every time it's a different situation. And so these subscribers of this person, they're just kind. They're people who like really want to be a part of this person's life and who it's almost like they just want her attention so much. I'm talking like this person isn't even working a job because they've been able to live off their YouTube and their donations from their subscribers. So first of all, here on my channel, we do link my PayPal sometimes in the comment section, but it's just like if you want to throw a tip or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I'll never come on here with a sob story or anything like that. Like I don't think it's fair or right to take advantage of a vulnerable community, and all of us are vulnerable. We're addicts in recovery. We're just getting our lives started back up. Shoot, I ain't got no money to donate to anybody. I'm trying to make my own donation. I'm trying to make my own way. So, um, that's where principles and integrity come in. And that's what I stand for on my channel is integrity. So please know that if you see like my PayPal link go up, it's only if you want to throw a tip at your girl. Because honestly, if you do it through YouTube on the super chat, YouTube takes 30% of it. So I don't even get the whole amount. So that's why if anybody ever sees my PayPal, it's strictly if you want to throw a tip out. You know what I'm saying? But you are never, ever have to. And don't ever feel like I work. Okay. I work. I have another job now. My husband works. And although we're not rich, we save up and we can make things happen because we're hardworking people. So I'll never use my platform as a way to e-beg for money. I think that's disgraceful. I think that's bullshit. I hate seeing that. It literally boils my blood when I see people on the internet begging folks for money. That makes me so angry. So angry. Especially when you're recording and you got a fresh new tan and you got new nails on and your hair's all nice and you live in a nice house and you're over here begging folks for donations. I have seen people live high off the hog doing that on YouTube. So, anyway, that's not what we're about over here, okay? And then let me tell you something else. I had this person that I was working with who is a recovering addict, and I worked really hard to help this person get a job and all these things. And then I just noticed that this person was always like asking people for money or asking for donations. And then I finally had to tell this person, like, you have to work you have to work for what you get, you guys. Hey Bailey, it's not going to come easy to you. You can't just expect people to hand you money because you're struggling. We all have struggles. We're all going through something. Can you imagine if every time we were going through something, every time I had a situation, I came on and I begged for donations? First of all, you guys wouldn't take me seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want from somebody who's constantly begging you for money? It's just sad. It's very, very sad, and I hate to even see it on YouTube. Leonard, I'll text you, I promise. Um, it's discouraging and it's not right. You don't do that. Don't take advantage of people. These people are people that are hardworking, and you're begging them for money while you sit on your ass. Boom. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to get off here. I've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. Can you believe it? But I just love talking with you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night for our Mara meeting at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. And thank you so much for your support. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.